Black owned. It's about business, our culture, creating legacies. See us, hear us, support the movement. We are Black owned.
So I'm here with Rodney from Taxmasters. We're going to start off with you yourself introducing yourself to the people.
Good evening to everybody out there. My name is Rodney Jean, officially Brooklyn-born native, representing Queens. This is my place of tax business called Taxmasters in Queens. I also have a gelato store also called Cafe Glacé. We out here live in Queens. Obviously, as you can see, cars passing by as usual, traffic time. I opened this business January 2019 and also opened my gelato business September 2019, and we're here now.
So 2019, that's a year.
Yes, officially a year.
So what would you say made you decide to start doing taxes?
Me and my partner, we was thinking about how we can work smarter, not harder. And obviously we came to the conclusion opening the tax business. Who wouldn't want to work, smarter, So we open 4 months out the year, January through April, but we make the most revenue in 4 months possible.
So what would you say your menu of services are?
We provide LLC, S Corp and C Corp services for upcoming mom and pop businesses establishing themselves. We also get the most for your buck. You're getting the refund for your taxes out there, where you can also price match also, not a problem. We don't charge for that, but we get the most back for your buck.
So you said that you also offer consulting.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the consulting.
The most common example that I can tell you about right now that always comes up during tax season. I make so much, I'm not gonna get nothing back. My kids is grown, I don't got no new property. So that's where, we encourage our peoples to open a business up. Because everybody has a dream and aspiration of opening a business. It may not be major, but you crawl before you walk, and we tell them open a business, and that way they can see where they can have loss and they can be able to get money back at the end of tax season.
So it's you and your business partner.
Yes.
So what? You guys were just in the kitchen one day and you're like, I think we should do this.
Well, actually, my business partner, he's Antiguan, by the way. I'm Haitian, by the way. Everybody out there, Caribbean, American, no matter. But I'm just letting you know. His mom's a CPA, and she always told us, work smarter, not harder. And we always was inspired of the tax line of field that she was always in. So he took the leap of faith and started with his mom in the house. And now, of course, I would be there, just observing from the sideline. And he picked it up. And then after he picked it up, I picked it up.
So you were like, all right, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
So I know we spoke a little earlier, and I was mentioning how decorated your office is.
Yes.
And you're like, well, I have the women in my family, and they picked. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel as though your friends and your family have supported you?
It starts from home. The love and nature and family and friends that support everything that you do. But you have to believe in yourself first. Obviously, if you don't believe in yourself, how can anybody else believe in you? So you just got to put the time in, blood, sweat, and tears, and never give up. No matter how hard times get.
So blood, sweat, and tears. How have you put that back into the community?
I always thought about marketing and business strategies and giving back. Actions speak louder than words. People say they're gonna give back, but once they make it to a certain level, they're nowhere to be found. So I wanted to start, at an early point. And I thought about having my first annual, pantry, food pantry, I would say. And it was actually today, November 14th, 2020. And me and my business partner, we fed over 300 families in an hour. It was just like, shocking. Like, that success is due to networking. I believe in networking, it goes far. Network make the check work, teamwork make the dream work. If you know better, you do better. It's your circle that you surround yourself with, where positive things, come back.
Being a Brooklyn native and now you're in Queens, but I feel like Brooklyn always shows out. And now Queens, as I'm learning, always shows out even harder. So we spoke about how you fed over 300 families. What do you feel is your proudest accomplishment?
Being able to put a smile on these young youth faces, the young future entrepreneurs that's gonna one day replace us sitting here right now.
Exactly.
It's real. It gets no realer than that.
What does it mean to you that you are a you have a black-owned business and you are a black owner of not one business but multiple businesses?
It's a huge accomplishment. I never thought I would be on this caliber. I always thought I would be my own boss, having my own business. But having two businesses in 9 months, a lot of young black males of my nature never knew anybody that ever did that before. Sitting here today, it's just a blessing, a big blessing in disguise.
So what message would you have for young men or young women who are trying to do the same things that you're doing?
Never give up. Always ask questions. Always ask questions, because there's always new knowledgeable information out there that you can never know everything. There's always something new that's coming about, information that is very vital. Never think you know everything, always, ask different sources, read up on different sources yourself. Knowledge is power, it's in a book. Experience is one thing, but reading on information itself is another thing.
They always say that he who feels as though he knows everything knows nothing. So that is a very powerful thought to take with you, that you always need to be able to ask questions. So let's say I want to ask you a question, like where can I find you to ask you questions or be a part of what you're doing?
Well, I'm always available Wednesday through Sunday. We're at our place of business, Tax Masters and Cafe Glacé. Anytime from 2 p.m. and on, we're available. We're never too busy, because that's why it's two of us. So there's always going to be one of us available for anybody out there that want to, exchange, conversation and knowledge. Like, we're always available.
We live in a very social media based era, so drop the handle for the people.
As far as social media, Cafe Glacé, #1, Glacé, Glace, Cafe Glacé 1. Check out my Instagram. It shows everything that we do for the community and that we offer on a regular basis at our gelato store. And Tax Masters NYC, you can see everything that we do also for the community and that we do on a regular basis over here. Officially, Queens is a movement, and we moving strong.
So now it's time for my favorite part of the segment. It's shameless plug time. So what are you trying to shamelessly plug up?
We thought about a couple of ideas and we finally narrowed it down. We're doing a turkey drive. It's coming up November 21st, 2020. This will be our first turkey drive. We're going through hard times right now. COVID-19, a lot of people, not in the position, they would like to be. So I feel like it's only right to extend our hand out to the world, not just the community, to the world. So that's the difference, 5 boroughs, wherever you at, let's come together.
Yeah, and today was your first food pantry.
Oh yes, it was. It was.
The way you were telling me, it was like everyone is passing through.
Oh man, it was a sight to see. It was a sight to see.
Clearly, y'all are doing big things. 800 people in your first food pantry. Y'all are moving.
Yeah, we cleared over 600. Definitely cleared over 600. But it wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. It's like, wow. It's like, it's just hard to just be, being a young black, entrepreneur, businessman, and being humble too about, the success of life itself. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
It isn't.
It's not.
I cannot wait to see all the big things that you're starting to do, especially if this was the first. It's only up from here.
It's gonna get better.
So I want to make sure that you keep Black-owned reporting in mind when you're doing these big things, so I can come back and give you another interview.
Oh, come on. So it's only right. It's only right.
And the last thing, what are your final words for the people?
When times get hard, never give up. Never give up. Obviously I'm sitting here today with you. There's times I could have gave up in life, but having a strong family background of being, from the Haitian descent of, my mom and dad coming from a country like Haiti, I hold my head high. I hold myself accountable to a higher level, to be all I can be, especially as a young black business owner that's a male in today's society, where, we lack, role models out there. And I always had that strong family upbringing, so, I owe it to my mom and dad, to make a difference in, people's lives in the community, so it's not just about talking about it, it's about action, like they say, look at the scoreboard, numbers don't lie, numbers don't lie, look at that scoreboard. That's all it's about in life, multiplying and also putting people in a better place, in a bigger space. That's the main thing why, I took the leap of faith. If my people around me can't grow, I'm not doing something right. So much.
Thank you so much for letting me interview you. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. If you have anyone you feel that needs to be interviewed, drop it in the comments below. So this is Mr. Fine signing off.
Peace.
I'm shining. I'm shining. I'm shining. I'm shining.